Hi, I'm Dr. Birkenstock, owner of Skin Body Health in both New Orleans, Louisiana and Mandeville, Louisiana. As you know, we come on every other week to give you tips and pearls about anti-aging, skin and beauty and body health, immunity, and anything else that might be in your mind. As always, if you have a topic that you'd like to hear, please email us at skinbodyhealth.com. Please like and share our videos so that you can earn some free gifts and free products that we offer every week. If you've missed any of our previous videos from anything from COVID to beauty to skin to weight loss to hormones, we are here to serve you. Our YouTube channel is Dr. Birkenstock's Skin Body Health. Dr. Birkenstock's Skin Body Health. Well, tonight, without further ado, we're going to talk a little bit about toners and how toners are important to us. Toners, skin toners, have gone in and out of style. But what we really need to know is, what do they do for our skin and why should we use them? And what type of toner should we even use? Well, a lot of your older toners from way back when had a lot of alcohols, detergents, and such in them. So while they did get off those last bits of makeup or dirt and grime residue, they also did it in a very harsh way. And by doing so, eliminated a lot of our natural skin moisturizing layers. So there was some harm, some fall, but as we've become of age, we certainly have a much better handle on this. Tonight we're going to be talking about my favorite toner, Coenzyme Q Toner, also known as CoQ10. You may be familiar with this term, Coenzyme Q10, because it is always a very highly regarded supplement in terms of cardiac health. When someone is fatigued, you take Coenzyme Q10. And if you take a statin, which is a certain type of cholesterol medication, we always acknowledge patients, not just myself, but all of my cardiologist colleagues and such as well, recommend taking a Coenzyme Q10 supplement. Why do we do this? Well, what we know from some of those medications like statins for cholesterol or beta blockers, and there's a whole list of names that go along with that for blood pressure, is that the beta blockers and the statin medications prohibit the Coenzyme Q10 production and workhorse in our body. Well, Coenzyme Q10 is very important as an antioxidant. It feeds energy to the cells and does a whole other host of important things around the body. So therefore, when we cut off its strength by taking a statin or a beta blocker, which may be very important for something that we're treating like a blood pressure, like an arrhythmia or a bad rhythm of the heart, or high cholesterol, what can we do to stop this problem of lessening Coenzyme Q10? What we can do is take the supplement. When we take the supplement, it is somewhat good for our skin, but it's very hard for it to make it to the subcutaneous or cutaneous layers of the skin, although we will get some benefit. So knowing that Coenzyme Q10 is an antioxidant and a life energy regenerating organism, we then begin to research, and I say we, when I mean we mean our Asian counterparts. And what they found was that Coenzyme Q10 topically in a toner absolutely invigorated the skin, tightened pores, and did other of numerous things. So for a minute, let's go back to that word, toner. Why use a toner? Well, I would like to challenge you. After you take off your makeup, or if you're a gentleman, after you wash your skin in the evening, go ahead and apply with a cotton strip some Coenzyme Q10 toner, or even another toner of your choice. And what I know you will find, you will be amazed that you're still coming out with some residue whether it be dirt, makeup, oils, toxins, pollutants from the day, you will see on your cotton swabs. And it's kind of amazing because you feel like, well, I just used an excellent cleanser on my skin, a very high grade, medical grade, or maybe not, and either way, I still have residue on my skin. Well, that residue is causing enlarged pores, wrinkling, crow's feet, and a decrease of elastin and collagen in the skin. So that's why toners are becoming back in vogue. When you use a toner after your cleanse, you're going to find residue and you're going to amaze yourself. This residue will damage your skin, so let's remove it. If I can get a model up, and I'm going to go ahead and use a cotton swab, and I'm going to put some of our Coenzyme Q10 Toner. So our CoQ10 Toner, you can see through it. It's got a mildly yellowy sort of venue, and that's from the Coenzyme Q10 supplement itself. But you can absolutely see through it. So you know it's got a lot of purity in there. You will not find a lot of chemicals or perfumes if you read the ingredients label. So if we go along the skin, what we will find is residue, even though we cleaned this face just before the video started. So what we know then is that even with a freshly clean and swabbed face, when we come back with a toner, we're getting not one, but two different swipes of some residue left over. This is going to clog our pores, stretch our pores, and cause undue and fast-paced aging. Thank you so very much. So let's back up a little bit and talk about Coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, as a diet enriched supplement, what we can do in our diet, and then what we can do otherwise. So foods with the highest concentration of Coenzyme Q10 include dark leafy green vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, and kale. Also nuts, seafood, and meats, particularly organ meats. And this may be something you do not or do imbibe in. So something like a liver, so calf liver or heart organs or other organs or chicken livers and such. And even if you eat a particularly high volume of these foods, which may be good to get CoQ10, but may not be good for other things like cholesterol and such, you still can't meet the high energy demands of all the organs once the Coenzyme Q10 begins to slow down. Well, when does it exactly slow down? When we're younger, we're able to produce as much Coenzyme Q10 as we need for energy. As we get a little bit older, 30s and beyond, aging and stress slow down the Coenzyme Q10 creation, and our supplies seem to diminish. So Coenzyme Q10 in humans begins at very low levels when we're young, and then increase and peaks in our teens and 20s, and then after 30s really starts to decline. So what are we going to do about that? Well, there is legitimate science backing up the claims of Coenzyme Q10 as an antioxidant, not only in the body, but also topically for the skin. So we do want to eat diet rich in dark leafy green vegetables, broccoli, kale, spinach. We do want nuts and some seafood. Organ meats, well, that's up to you. However, we can't get enough. Coenzyme Q10 is synthesized from the amino acid tyrosine. Tyrosine, with the aid of at least other 8 vitamins and minerals, vitamin C, B1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, and some trace minerals come in together, and those make up the capacity to build more Coenzyme Q10 in the body. So an insufficiency in any of these vitamins or minerals can cause us not to make enough Coenzyme Q10. While it won't harm us in terms of life and death, it will harm us in terms of aging faster inside and aging faster on the skin outside. Coenzyme Q10 is a partner of such with other enzymes that come together to produce particularly great biochemical bodily reactions. So it plays two vital roles in energy production and free radical protection. So in energy production, if we're not getting enough coenzyme Q in the inside, we can have chronic fatigue, stress, just not feeling like we have enough energy to get up and go. If we're not getting enough topically, we can get not enough free radical protection, where thereby we start to get a decrease in elasticity, enlarged pores, and all kind of other functions on the skin. So Coenzyme Q10 is available as an oral or swallowable supplement. And keep it. Studies have shown that oral CoQ10 supplements did reduce some of the visible signs of aging, including wrinkling and increased softness to the skin. However, nowhere near as much as applying to the CoQ10 on the skin directly. It is very hard to swallow something and to get it to permeate not only through the entire body, but to also come out through the skin. And if you're anything like me, I'm all about being healthy on the inside and the outside. So what are some of the things that make CoQ10 different? Well, CoQ10, like many other antioxidants like A, C, and E, are all great for the body, fight free radicals, fight aging, fight pollutants and toxins. But the difference of Coenzyme Q10 is that it's fat soluble. Fat soluble means it can collect in the fat tissues and help us now and help us later. With vitamins C, for example, which is what we get from our citrus fruits and vegetables, and also that we can take as a vitamin supplement. Vitamin C is a water-soluble antioxidant and a kick-butt one as well. It's excellent. However, you have to ingest it every day because it's water-soluble and it flushes out. So when you take vitamin C and vitamin E, so water-soluble, we lose it every day. And fat-soluble, we can kind of collect it and use a little bit later. Take that take that Coenzyme Q10, take that vitamin C, CoQ10 and vitamin C together, you got the fat-soluble and the water-soluble, and what studies have shown is that when you take them and ingest them together or apply them topically together, guess what happens? You get more of a bonus than taking either one or the other separately. When you take them together, you get a synergistic effect and you get an overwhelming response than you would have gotten with either one or the other. So, CoQ10 in the skin. Number one, improves skin's firmness. Been a hero ingredient in Japanese products, beauty products, for years. It can be used during your morning and night routine before you put on a moisturizer. It is, again, naturally produced bodily enzyme which decreases as we get older. And it's one of our most fundamental antioxidants. It is very vital in energy production in cells. When we're younger, we produce a whole bunch. As we get older, we need to supplement it. Antioxidants are basically sort of like, you could think of them as the shields. The shields to combat all the things that contribute to aging, such as UV radiation from the sun, infrared radiation, and ozone pollution. Remember that the majority of the aging in our skin is from environmental sources. So if we can block those sources with shields like Coenzyme Q10 and vitamin C, our skin will age less. There are many ingredients that are often introduced, as I was saying before, in Asia and Japan before they get here. Japan is has many more rules and regulations before they will allow a supplement or an ingredient for beauty to come out. For whatever reason, they demand a lot more research. Japanese consumers are they're very educated about the products, and those consumers demand quality and efficacy when they hit the time of purchase. As a matter of fact, Asian beauty brands invest heavily in research because they are under such strict regulations. So they come up with a lot of innovations that may not hit the U.S. until a few years after. One of those being Coenzyme Q10 Toner. So One study over in Japan showed that topical application on the skin of CoQ10 Toner diminished crow's feet, and the oral ingestion of the product did not result in as much benefit, but did some benefit as well. So in addition to firming the skin, Coenzyme Q10 can really help even out skin tone and the appearance of fine lines, fine wrinkles. It can reduce sun damage. The skin is damaged from exposure to the sun's UV rays or UV radiation, because that sun gives us free radicals. The Coenzyme Q10 comes in and cuts that free radical damage and neutralizes it. Those free radical damage from the sun can be very damaging to our DNA. CoQ10 can decrease collagen breakdown. As we get older, we cannot make enough collagen to offset the amount of collagen that we lose every day. CoQ10 can help us fight this, topically and orally. So it can stop and interdict the damage caused by photoaging or sun damage. By evening out skin tone, CoQ10 blocks tyrosinase. Tyrosinase, big word, that just means, excuse me, an enzyme that breaks down tyrosine. Tyrosine is what helps Coenzyme Q10 build. So we certainly don't want tyrosine to be lost. So tyrosine ACE, as I was discussing, stops that breakdown of tyrosine, which helps Coenzyme Q10 to do its job. So Coenzyme Q10 will fade the dark spots and prevent more dark spots and age spots from forming. So because CoQ10 and tyrosine come together to block that melanin overpigment that causes the age spots and dark spots on the skin. Coenzyme Q10, that fat-soluble antioxidant topical toner, also helps stimulate collagen and elastin production. So CoQ10 supports the body's ability to produce collagen and elastin, and it replenishes skin cells. So by replenishing the skin cells, the elastin and the collagen, we reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by this emphasis on supporting collagen and elastin. With your CoQ10 toner, you can do it in the morning and in the evening after you cleanse the skin. But especially if you've been out in the environment where you've been exposed to grime, grease, pollutants, and or if you've had makeup on all day. It's an excellent product to use after you've cleansed the skin and before your moisturizer. So CoQ10, fat soluble, vitamin C, water soluble, when used together, or a balm to the skin to really help prevent that anti-aging. So like and share this webinar, if you don't mind, to receive a complimentary bottle of CoQ10 Ubiquinol supplement. Anybody that likes and shares will receive that. And as a bundle today, our toner is $45. Our CoQ Max Ubiquinol, the active form of CoQ10, $45. If you buy them both today, they will be on sale for $55. So almost the price of one product. So CoQ10 Toner, $45. CoQ Ubiquinol Supplement, $45. So that's $90, a $90 retail value. And if you buy them together today to enhance your skin, enhance your body's function, that's going to be $90. You can go to our store, skinbodyhealth.com. If you missed any of our previous webinars, please visit us at Dr. Birkenstock's Skin Body Health. We have a boatload of topics on everything from beauty to anti-aging to hormone health to immunity health, and we love to serve you. If there's any topics that you'd like to hear, please text us at 985-727-7676 or email us at info@skinbodyhealth.com. That's info@skinbodyhealth.com. You can click the link in the description below to go straight to our store at skinbodyhealth.com. As always, thank you for viewing. We'll see you back in a couple of weeks where we're going to talk about gardening injuries, gardening tips, and what you can do to not bring yourself to the urgent care or emergency room if you get a boo-boo while gardening. So, nice to speak with you again. Signing out, Dr. Birkenstock.